everyone, welcome back to my class. This is Rumana Ali. I hope you all are doing well. In today's class, I'm going to explain you the rest of the topics that are there in the lesson plants around us. In the last class, I have explained you that the different varieties of plants are there in the environment, and all these plants bear the different parts, like they have roots, they have stem, they have leaves, and even they bear flowers and fruits. Already we have learned that leaves are green in color due to the presence of a pigment called chlorophyll, and they prepare the food for the whole plant. And roots are the part that absorbs the water and the nutrients from the soil, and that water can be transported to the other parts with the help of a stem. So all the parts of a plant are very important for the plant to survive in the environment. Plants are also the living thing. They also need food and water. So leaves prepare the food and roots absorb the water, and that can be transported to the other different parts of a plant with the help of a stem. So stem helps in the conduction, in the transportation of water and minerals. This was already discussed in the last class. Now in today's class, let us see how the fruits bear the seeds. We all know that the flowers, they get changes into the fruits, and the fruits, they bear seeds in it, and the seeds, when you sow the seeds into the soil at that time, they can grow into a new plant. But we all know that seeds are of different kinds. They show different shape. They are of different sizes. No matter whether the plant is big, whether plant is tall or short, it is not depending upon that. The size of the seed, it does not depend upon the size of a plant or a tree. It is different. The size, it may be small or it may be large. For example, if you see the banyan tree, the seeds of the banyan tree are small, and if you see the seeds of the coconut tree, then these seeds are large in size. So here some of the seeds are small in size and some of them are larger in size. Likewise, some of the seeds are soft in texture. When we touch the seed, it will be soft, and some of the seeds are hard. So in this way, the seeds, they are of different shape, they are of different sizes, and even they are different in the texture. So they will be small or large, soft or hard in nature. Now from where do we get the seeds? The seeds, they are found in the fruits. So you might have seen that seeds, they get dispersed, they move from one place to another place, and when they germinate, when they move into the soil, at the time, if they get adequate amount of water, then they can be grown into a new plant. How it happens? How the dispersal of seed takes place? So let us talk about the dispersal of seed now. So when we sow any seed into the soil, it gets germinated. Germinate means it can be grown into a new plant. How the germination of seed takes place? Let us see that. Here the word germination means when the seed grows into a new plant. The development of the seed into a new plant is called as germination. So for example, if this is a soil and here you are sowing a seed. Here we'll take one example. One boy named Rahim, he took two kinds of seeds. So he took coriander seeds, whose coriander seed coat, which is very soft, and he also took tamarind seeds, which are very hard. Okay, so he took two kinds of seeds. One is hard and the other one is soft. Now he put both of these seeds into the different pots, and then he watered both of the pots every day, and he also put that plants under the sunlight. That means he maintains all the factors in order to germinate both the types of seeds. After a few days, he observed that the seeds, some of the seeds, they get germinated and they grow into a new plant. Not all the seeds get germinated. Only few seeds can get germinated. They can be able to germinate and they can be able to produce a new plant in both the cases. But in case of coriander, as the seed coat is very soft, it can be germinated more faster when compared to the tamarind seeds. As these seeds are hard, they take some time to get germinated. In this way, we can easily understand that the hard seeds, they take a little bit time to get germinated when compared to the soft seeds. This was the activity done by a boy, Rahim. Now, when you sow any kind of seed into the soil, when this seed gets all the proper factors, all the proper conditions, then only it can be grown into a new plant. For example, this seed should get proper amount of water. Water should be given to the soil every day, and in the soil there should be enough amount of nutrients and minerals present. So from where do we get these nutrients and minerals? We get these nutrients and minerals by the decomposition of waste material, decomposition of dead bodies, we can say. Now I'll explain you the meaning of decomposition. So here the word decomposition means breakdown of the dead bodies by the microorganisms into the nutrients. For example, this is the soil, and in the soil dead bodies are present. Dead bodies of animals, dried grass, all these biological waste will be there in the soil. Now what happens? We all know that in the soil microorganisms are present. These microorganisms, they act on these dead bodies. They break these dead bodies, and whatever the nutrients or the other and whatever the nutrients and minerals present in the dead bodies, they add that nutrients into the soil. In this way, the decomposition occurs. Whenever the biological waste gets converted into nutrients and it added up into the soil, we call this reaction as decomposition. So decomposition can be achieved by the action of microorganisms. Once the microorganism adds the nutrients and the minerals into the soil by the decomposition, then that nutrients are available to the seed. Seed absorbs that nutrients, absorbs the water that is present into the soil, and then it can be germinated. So here you can find a sapling, grown sapling coming out of the seed. After a few days, this will grow into a little bit bigger size. Then you can see the roots are grown into the soil, the stem, the leaves will be there. So a new plant can be grown from a small seed. This is what we call the germination of seed. तो इसी चीज़ को हम germination of seed बोलेंगे. यानी seed जब एक new plant produce करती है तो इस चीज़ को ही हम germination बोलेंगे. और seeds का germination तभी होता है जब enough amount में water available हो soil के अंदर. water के साथ साथ sunlight भी seeds को sunlight भी चाहिए होता है, और sunlight और water के साथ में nutrients भी soil के अंदर रहना बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. और ये nutrients microorganisms की action की वजह से ही soil के अंदर आते हैं और वो nutrients plants ले लेते हैं, plants इस्तेमाल करते हैं अपनी growth के लिए. So this is about the topic germination of seeds. Our next topic is dispersal of seeds. Once the seeds are sown into the soil, it gets germinated and it produces a plant. The plant remains stationary. It will not move from one place to another place. We all know that they are living things, but they do not show any movement. So how the seeds of the plant, they can be moved from one place to another place, and how they get germinated. So dispersal of seed means movement of the seeds to the other places. How it happens? Let us see. You might have seen that some animals, on the hairs, on their skin, hairs are present. So sometimes the seeds, they get stuck onto the hairs of the animals, and when the animals start moving, then the seeds which get stuck to the hairs of the animals, they can also move from that place. So in this way, the animals, they are acting as agents in the dispersal of seeds. So first thing is, through animals, the seeds can move from one place to another place. The next one is through wind also. Wind is the moving air. Whenever the air moves with a higher speed, then the seeds which are present, they can show the movement. They can move from their place. They can reach other places, and when they get proper environment, then they germinate and they produce a new plant at the other place also. So through wind also the dispersal of seeds can be achieved, and even through water. Whenever the rain occurs, at that time the raindrops which falls on the ground, it forms a water flow. When the water starts running off, the seeds which are there on the ground, they can also move along with the water. So in this way, water is also acting as an agent in the dispersal of seeds. And some of the insects, when they come to the plants, they suck the nectar from the flower. They eat the fruits. Some of the insects, they start eating the fruits. At the time, some of the seeds, if they stuck to the mouth of the insect, when that insect reaches the other place, at that time also, in this way also, the seed dispersal can be seen. So the dispersal of seeds can be done through animals, wind, water, insects, and even through human beings. If you sit anywhere where the seeds are present, where the seeds fall accidentally, if you sit there in the grass or else or on the ground, then that seeds, or when you flick your clothes, at the time the seed can be thrown at the other place. They can fall at the other place and they germinate when they get the proper conditions. So in this way, through animals, wind, water, insects, and human beings, the seeds can disperse. They can show the movement. They can move to the other place, and in the proper or the suitable environment, they start germination. They start germinating and they produce a new plant. So this is about the topic dispersal of seeds. Okay, our next topic is nurseries. Nurseries are the places where wide variety of plants are grown. If you want to grow any flowering or any other plant in your school or in your houses, then from where do you get the plant? You can get the plant from these places. From the nurseries you can get that plant. So in the nurseries, a wide variety of plants can be seen. They collect the plants, they grow the plants, they grow the desert plants, they grow the terrestrial plants, they grow that plants also which needs a moist environment. So moist plants can also be grown in the nurseries. So in this way, a wide varieties of plants, you can see flowering plants will also be there in the nurseries, and neem plant, neem, teak, tulsi, all the different plants can be grown by the officials of the forest department or by some other people. They bring that plants to the nurseries, and from the nurseries the other people, the society members, can get that plant and they can grow that plant into their houses. So in this way, the officials of the forest department, they are contributing their work towards the social forestry. They want to develop the forestry, they want to improve the environment, so they are doing this work. They are providing a wide variety of the plants to the nurseries. So from the nurseries, people can buy the plants and they can grow there, and they can grow that plants in their houses or in the schools or in their offices. So the plants, they are produced by various methods. They follow the various methods to produce different the different plants. They use the methods like grafting, tissue culture, and also by sprinkling seeds. All these methods are followed by the persons in order to grow the plants, and that plants can be supplied to the places like nursery. So nursery is a place where you find the biodiversity, because in a small pot you can grow the desert plant like cactus, you can grow a bonsai plant. So in this way, it is a place where you can see the biodiversity. It enhances the biodiversity, and these nurseries are the places that plays a crucial role in protecting the environment. So plants are very useful to the human beings, to the insects, to the animals, and also to the microorganisms. Some of the plants, they find the shelter in the roots of some plants. So in this way they are beneficial for all the other creatures that are living on the earth. In this way, plants plays a crucial role. They are very important for us, and it's our duty, it's our responsibility to grow more and more plants. We need to grow more and more plants. We need to save the trees because they are beneficial for us. We should not harm them. We should not cut the trees. We should always try to conserve, try to save the trees, and we should plant more trees. This is about the lesson plants around us. In this lesson, we have seen the different parts of the plant, their function. We have also seen about the germination of seeds, dispersal of seeds, and also about the nurseries. Here the lesson ends. I'll be back with a new lesson. Meet you next class. Thank you.